Gentlemen, be honest with yourself for a moment. You go to bed wanting real sleep, yet your bladder drags you out 2, 3, or even 4 times a night to use the bathroom. You stand at the toilet waiting for your urine stream to start. It's weak, it stops and starts, and even when you flush, you still feel like your bladder didn't fully empty. If this sounds like your nights, then this video is absolutely for you. Many older men live with the same urination and prostate problems and quietly put up with them. They lose sleep and energy and tell themselves, "This is just my age," while those late-night bathroom trips slowly wear down their confidence. The real danger is not only an enlarged prostate. The real danger is one small habit you repeat every single time you urinate. Most senior men make the same mechanical mistake day after day. It feels normal, yet inside it strains the bladder and the prostate and keeps the symptoms alive. You may have thought, "My father had this, it runs in the family," or "All men deal with this eventually." Age and genes do matter, but they're not a free pass to keep a bathroom habit that turns prostate swelling into years of nighttime urination, weak urine stream, and fear about damage. Stay with me, because understanding this habit can change how you pee and how you sleep. The title of this video is "Never Do This When Urinating, It Damages Your Prostate," and that warning is real. You can start protecting your prostate from your very next bathroom visit with a simple, natural change you control. No pills, no devices, just a different way of urinating. I'm Dr. Katherine, a urologist who has helped thousands of men with enlarged prostate, nighttime urination, and weak flow. What surprised many of them wasn't a new drug or surgery, but how correcting one everyday urination habit brought calmer nights, stronger urine flow, and a sense of control back into their lives. If you're ready for that change, I want you to type me and where you're watching from in the comments below so I know you're with me. Let's build a community focused on real solutions. To understand why this one mistake causes so much trouble, we need to start by looking at the basic layout of your plumbing. Think of your bladder as a muscular storage tank. Its job is to hold urine comfortably until you're ready to release it. Now, right at the very bottom of that tank, right at the exit, sits your prostate. This prostate is a small gland about the size of a walnut, and it has a very specific shape. It forms a snug ring around the tube that carries urine out of your body called the urethra. You can think of this tube as your body's drain pipe. The position of the prostate is what makes it so important because it wraps so closely around that pipe. Any change to the prostate directly affects how easily urine flows out. The prostate itself acts like a precision valve. It helps control the flow and also plays a key role in reproductive health. When you were younger, it was about the size of a walnut. Over time, almost every man develops some enlargement. We call this benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. That means the prostate becomes thicker. This natural growth is important for you to understand, because a thicker prostate means the opening for urine to pass through becomes narrower. This is why you might notice a weaker stream, or feel like you can't fully empty your tank. Your prostate isn't failing you. It's just changing. And this natural change is exactly why your daily habits in the bathroom matter more now than ever before. A vulnerable, enlarging gland is far more susceptible to damage from stress and pressure. Now, with that understanding, let's see how a simple daily habit puts tremendous stress on this delicate system. Every day, many men unknowingly aggravate this natural process. They add pressure to a gland that is already changing, compounding the problem with each trip to the bathroom. So let's name this silent destroyer. The single most damaging thing you can do while urinating is what I call the power pee. This is the habit of straining and bearing down with your abdominal muscles. You clench your core and push, trying to force the flow to start faster or to finish quicker. It feels proactive, like you're helping your body overcome a blockage. But for a prostate over 50, This forceful pushing is the most destructive mechanical error you can make. I understand completely why you do this. When you're in a hurry, standing in a public restroom, or just plain frustrated with a weak stream, pushing seems like the only logical solution. It feels like you are taking control. I have heard this from hundreds of my patients. This urge to force, it is a natural reaction to the feeling of resistance. But here's the crucial truth. This logical reaction creates a biological disaster inside your body. That well-intentioned push backfires completely. You are certainly not alone in this. I've had this same conversation with hundreds of men in my clinic. They tell me, "Doctor, I have to push to get anything out." And without fail, we see the same physical consequences appear over time. This habit creates a very predictable pattern of damage inside your body. Let me explain what actually happens when you strain. The moment you bear down, you're not just squeezing your bladder. You're also unconsciously tightening the very muscles in your pelvic floor that need to stay loose and relaxed to allow urine to flow freely. It's a physiological contradiction. You are essentially pressing the gas pedal and the brake pedal at the exact same time. This conflicting action creates a turbulent pressure inside your bladder. Instead of a smooth, natural release, you're forcing fluid against a system that is partially closed. You fight your own anatomy. Think of your urinary system like a garden hose with a soft spot. If you kink the hose and then crank up the faucet, the weak point will bulge and stretch under the strain. Your prostate is that soft spot. Every time you force the flow, you send a high-pressure shock wave directly into that gland. You're essentially bruising your prostate from the inside multiple times a day. This repeated trauma causes swelling and inflammation, making the natural narrowing of the pipe even worse. The damage doesn't stop there. This forceful, turbulent stream prevents a clean and complete emptying. Instead of a smooth exit, the urine actually splashes back into the bladder in a process we call reflux. You may walk away from the toilet feeling relieved, but your bladder is not truly empty. A significant amount of stagnant fluid remains behind. We call this post-void residual, meaning your tank is still dirty. This leftover urine becomes a problem all on its own. That stagnant pool is the perfect breeding ground for bacteria. These bacteria don't always cause burning or discomfort right away. They grow quietly, creating low-grade infections. Those infections sit right next to the prostate. The gland reacts by swelling even more. You might not feel sick, but you notice that your symptoms keep getting worse. This creates a perfect and destructive cycle. The initial inflammation from straining makes your prostate swell. The swelling makes it harder to urinate, so you feel the need to push even harder the next time. That extra pushing creates more inflammation. It's a self-reinforcing loop of dysfunction. This cycle of pushing also trains your bladder to become lazy. Your bladder has its own powerful muscle designed to contract and empty itself efficiently. But when you constantly do the work for it by straining with your abdomen, that internal muscle gets the message to retire. It weakens from lack of use, creating a state of dependency where your bladder forgets how to do its job without your help. This leads to a frustrating contradiction. A bladder that's too weak to empty itself properly becomes overly sensitive and twitchy. Because it cannot hold a normal amount of urine comfortably, it sends urgent, full signals to your brain when it's only partially filled. This is the real reason you feel that sudden, frequent need to go. You're not producing more urine. Your bladder's capacity for patience has simply shrunk. This hypersensitivity directly creates the nighttime struggle so many men know well. Waking up 4 or 5 times a night prevents you from ever sinking into the deep, restorative stages of sleep. This goes far beyond simple fatigue. Chronic sleep disruption lowers your testosterone, raises your stress hormone cortisol, and impacts your entire well-being. That simple habit of straining in the bathroom is quietly shaping how you feel in every part of your daily life. Now, I want you to hear this clearly. This situation is absolutely reversible. Your body has a remarkable ability to relearn and heal. You likely do not need a complex medication or procedure to fix this. What you need is a simple protocol change. We're going to shift your body's system from a forced manual override back to its natural automatic pilot. This is where I introduce the method I teach so many of my patients. I call it the passive voiding protocol. This change is as much about your mindset as it is about your muscles. You must begin to see urination not as a task you need to perform, but as a reflex you simply allow to happen. Your new mantra from this moment forward is this: surrender, do not squeeze. This is the fundamental principle that will retrain your bladder and protect your prostate. Let's break this down into simple, actionable steps. It begins before you even reach the bathroom. Pay attention to that first gentle signal from your body, the one that says you'll need to go soon. Respond to that initial notice. If you wait until the urge feels urgent and intense, your body shifts into a stress mode that tightens the very muscles you need to stay relaxed. You want to approach this process with a sense of calm. Once you are in the bathroom, I want you to slow everything down. Adopt what I call the 2-minute rule. Commit to giving yourself this full 2 minutes without any sense of rush. Your bladder cannot function correctly if your mind is racing. I know that sounds long, especially if you're used to rushing through the whole event in 10 or 15 seconds. This small investment of time is a fundamental part of your healing. Now, focus on the physical sensation. Allow your abdominal and pelvic muscles to go completely soft. Your only job is to unclench. Whether you stand or sit, let gravity do the work. You are opening a valve, not pumping water. If you feel your stomach muscles tighten, pause. Take a breath and start again, focusing only on relaxation. Your breath is your most powerful tool here. I guide my patients through something I call the vagus nerve hack. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose that fills your belly. Then exhale gently through your pursed lips and make the exhale longer than the inhale. This type of breathing actively signals your nervous system to relax your entire body. Your bladder can only empty efficiently when your body is in this calm state. You will experience moments when the stream starts and stops, then hesitates. This is completely normal. When it stops, your old habit will scream at you to push. This is the critical moment. Resist that impulse. Don't move. Stay still, breathe deeply, and wait. Give your bladder's own muscle a few seconds to reset and contract on its own. This patient waiting is the most important key to retraining your body and ensuring your long-term prostate health. To make this new method even more effective, I want to share 3 vital tips that will protect your prostate further. These aren't just suggestions. I have watched these simple changes make a dramatic difference for my patients. First, reconsider your position in the bathroom. Strong research shows that sitting down is the most effective way to achieve complete emptying. This posture naturally helps your pelvic floor muscles relax and aligns your urethra for a straighter, gravity-assisted flow. When you sit, place both feet flat on the floor and keep your legs relaxed and slightly apart. Stay grounded instead of perching or twisting. If you prefer to stand, spread your weight evenly on both legs. Avoid leaning in one hip or bracing against a wall. I know the immediate thought for many is that standing is what men do. Let me offer a new perspective. Standing is about speed. Sitting is about emptying well and protecting your prostate. Choosing to sit for your long-term wellness, for uninterrupted sleep, is a powerful decision. That's a sign of true strength. My second tip is to make your bathroom time a no-rush zone. If you're feeling pressed for time, it is better to wait until you can give yourself a full minute or two of calm. A hurried mind creates a tense body, and tension is the direct opponent of healthy urination. The third technique is a professional secret called the second harvest. After you finish urinating in a relaxed way, pause. If you're sitting, stand up for a moment. Wash your hands. Stretch your back. Then sit again and give yourself 10 to 20 seconds of quiet. This small movement often encourages a second release of any leftover urine, ensuring your bladder is truly empty and giving you more time between trips. This is how you build a lasting foundation for your prostate health. Now, I hear from a lot of men about something they call the leak. You finish, zip up, walk away, and notice a spot on your trousers. That moment can feel embarrassing, and many men worry they need clamps, pads, or some kind of device. Before you jump to gear, know this usually isn't a sign that your bladder has failed. It's almost always a simple plumbing issue. It happens because a small amount of urine gets trapped in the very last part of the urethra after you finish. The solution is a simple technique we call bulbar urethral massage. After you finish urinating, place 2 fingers behind your scrotum and gently slide them forward toward the base of your penis. This helps to manually clear the leftover drops out of the curve instead of leaving them behind to leak later. For men with severe blockages, modern urology does offer procedures like the UroLift, which holds the prostate open with tiny implants. These are excellent tools for significant cases. However, they are solutions for when other methods haven't provided enough relief. My strong recommendation is to first give the passive voiding protocol a full and disciplined 30-day trial. I have watched many men make dramatic improvements just by retraining this habit. Your body deserves this chance to heal itself naturally. Your daily habits outside the bathroom also play a huge role. Think about your fluid intake like an irrigation schedule. Try to drink most of your water before late afternoon. Your body is like a sponge. You wouldn't soak it right before lying down. Finishing your fluids 2 to 3 hours before bed is a strategic way to reduce nighttime trips without becoming dehydrated. Also, be mindful of caffeine and alcohol. These act as double agents. They force your body to produce more urine, and they directly irritate your bladder and prostate lining. You don't need to cut them out completely, but reducing your intake, especially in the evening, can significantly calm bladder sensitivity and improve your comfort. You might hear about various miracle cures online, like special teas or tonics. I always respect personal stories, but many of these contain sugar, untested herbs, or caffeine that can make irritation worse. I advise you to focus on what the evidence supports. Save your money and invest your energy in the proven methods of relaxation, smart hydration, and dietary awareness. So let's be very clear. The core mistake is the power P, the habit of abdominal straining. This single action creates a cascade of problems, including prostate stress, residual urine, chronic irritation, and a weakened bladder. Your path forward is clear. Remember the core of the passive voiding protocol. Surrender. Do not squeeze. Listen for the first urge. Allow yourself time. Relax your muscles completely. Breathe deeply. And wait patiently through any pauses. Combine this with sitting down, using the second harvest technique, managing your fluid intake wisely, and cutting back on irritants like caffeine and alcohol. With this change, you're actively reducing prostate inflammation, building a stronger urine flow, achieving complete emptying, and securing the deep, restorative sleep that fuels your life. You're taking back control, and you will feel the difference. If this message resonates with you, I need your help to spread it. Please give the video a like and share it with one other man who might need to hear it. So many struggle quietly, and your simple act could significantly improve a friend's quality of life. I also have a direct challenge for you. Commit to this protocol for the next 21 days. Keep a simple note on your phone about how many times you woke up and how often you felt the urge to push. Then, return to this video and tell us what changed for you in the comments. Your progress might be the message another man needs to finally believe he can turn this around too. And if you're ready to take more steps like this for your health, subscribe to the channel. Here at Harmonic Health Seniors, we talk openly about prostate issues, bladder health, hormones, and everything men wish someone would explain, simply. My goal is to give you tools you can actually use so you can take good care of the body you live in. Before you go, I'd love to hear about your habits. Do you usually urinate sitting or standing? Cast your vote in the poll on the community tab and check back in a few days to see how many men your age are quietly adjusting their habits for better health. Take good care of yourself, my friend. Your body has carried you far and it deserves attention and patience. You can't control time, but you can control the way you treat your body. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm Dr. Katherine, and I'll see you in the next video.